I want to thank and congratulate you for listening to this audiobook, The Weight Loss Cure: How to Lose Weight Faster Than Ever Before and Keep It Off Forever. This audiobook contains proven steps and strategies for losing weight and keeping it off. With the variety of diets available, one can't help but wonder about the weight loss process. What should you eat? What workouts should you take part in? Do miracle pills exist? When you lose weight, why can't you keep it off? For most people, the process becomes frustrating. So what's the solution? You're probably thinking, how is this audiobook different from the rest? Well, just like you, I have struggled with my weight. I was bullied when I was young, and I grew up insecure. Then, I sought answers. I used myself as a guinea pig, experimenting with almost every available exercise, diet, cleanse, and course. I even put myself through school and studied nutrition. I became a personal trainer, transformation specialist, and more. Still, I wasn't happy. I needed more information, so I joined a well-known and respected health and wellness company with which some of today's top health and wellness trainers, including Chris Powell from the TV series Extreme Weight Loss, are involved. I met and interviewed great leaders with years of experience. I needed more than a so-called magic pill, so I took my pursuit seriously. It became part of my life, and now I want to share this information with you. What are the real reasons we gain weight? And how can we shed those pounds forever? How can we avoid gaining fat? How can we live longer, healthier lives? How can we become more confident and never again stress about gaining weight? Thanks again for listening to this audiobook. I hope you enjoy it. Congratulations! You've started your journey toward weight loss. You can be the hero of your own story. You woke up today with a vision of change. How many times have you set goals and tried to accomplish them, but found that things didn't work out the way you wanted? Many people come out of those situations disillusioned, angry and resentful, looking for someone to blame. I truly believe that not always getting what you want is part of life's design. It's what makes you who you are. It divides the weak from the strong, the ambitious from the unmotivated. To build the foundation of something you want, you must serve what I call an apprenticeship. You become the student, and life becomes the teacher. You must learn early on to endure life's ups and downs, knowing that, in the end, all the time you invested will lead to pleasure, mastery of a craft, and mastery of yourself. To want success is not enough. Only when you know what you want, understand why you're pursuing it, and dedicate every ounce of your being to making it happen, no matter what gets in your way, then and only then will you achieve it. You can't pretend to be the hero of your own story, and you can't live in the past. Your sense of who you are determines your actions and what you get out of life. If your vision is limited and you see yourself as helpless in the face of your day-to-day difficulties, you will maintain few ambitions and receive only the little that you expect for yourself. Instead, you must train yourself to pursue the opposite. You must ask for more, aim high, and believe that you are destined for something great. Your sense of self-worth comes from you alone, never from others. As your confidence in your abilities increases, you will start taking risks that boost your chances of success. People follow individuals who know where they are going, so ask yourself, do you know what you want? And do you know where you're going? Make no mistake about it, the process is difficult, but you are the determining factor. Your brain is like a switch. Once you believe you are something, that belief becomes a part of you. If you were in a coma and woke with no memory, but were told that you were a special agent who needed to go back on duty, do you think you would have a different self-concept than if you were told you were a guitar instructor? Success is all about having the proper belief system. You must truly believe that you are something unique. If you truly believe that you're one of the best in whatever you choose to do, you will be a completely different person than if you simply hope that you're good. Your expressions and tone of voice will be different. You'll talk with more confidence. You'll be more real and relatable. Your brain is like a high-tech device that you carry around with you everywhere you go. If you infuse it with the proper wiring and nourishment, you will head straight to your target. If you're unsure about who you are, your dreams and goals will never become reality. Everyone has doubts, even the most successful among us, but not everyone lives in those moments. You must learn to handle those negative thoughts and overwhelm them with positive actions. Trust that you are better than the moment and that you will overcome it because you are stronger than you think. I have many weight loss tips to share with you, tips that have probably been right under your nose your whole life. These very simple tips can help you quickly lose 1 to 2 inches from your belly in under a week, and continue to shed pounds faster than you would on any diet. You must pay close attention because this book contains some of my biggest fat-burning secrets, the same secrets that companies don't want you to know. I mean, why would they if they are making millions of dollars selling diets and pills that aren't lowering the obesity rate? You're probably thinking to yourself, listen, I've tried every diet known to man. I've given it my all, but the weight just keeps coming back. Let me stop you right there. What I'm proposing is not some magical weight loss pill. It has nothing to do with that crazy acai berry garbage or special drops or any of the other weight loss scams we see all over the internet these days. In fact, these tips date all the way back to the 1950s and help explain why the majority of North Americans are now considered obese. You might think it's due solely to the foods we eat. While I agree with that in part, it's not the main issue. Instead, the problem is more like a puzzle. The story isn't complete until you put all the pieces together. I'll show you how you can eat some bad foods and still lose weight. Believe it or not, it's not your fault. The situation stems back to the hunter-slash-gatherer days of our ancestors. At that time, men were not built for fat storage, they were built to be lean and fast so that they could hunt. The ways in which men accumulate as much fat as they do nowadays are contrary to human genetics. Women, on the other hand, were built to maintain fat stores so that they could survive and care for children, especially during times of famine. A woman's essential minimal fat stores are many times higher than those of men. Women were built to accumulate as much fat as possible and to not lose those accumulations so that they could produce milk and give birth to children. When it comes to weight loss, women get the short end of the stick. They've been hardwired to retain weight. Women's fat cells are bigger and have more fat-storing enzymes than do men's fat cells. In addition, estrogen multiplies fat-storing enzymes, boosting weight gain around the butt and thighs like it's an Olympic event. It also reduces fat-burning enzymes by as much as 50%. Is it possible to overcome these genetic issues? I've got some great news. The answer is yes. I'll share one simple tip that can instantly boost your fat loss, guaranteed. When you learn what I'm about to share with you, you'll realize why the popular, well-known, so-called diet programs simply don't work in the long term. Make-a-rich weight loss companies make money by selling gimmicks that, at best, lead to temporary results. But here's the thing, we don't need them, and they're expensive tricks to lose weight. The lesson I'm about to share will enable you to eat some bad foods and still burn fat. Let me offer a quick anatomy lesson, something about which you've probably never heard. The liver's main role is to break down toxic substances and produce bile. Bile, in turn, breaks down fat in the small intestine. Bile is critical for the transportation of fat throughout the body. Consequently, liver dysfunction can lead to difficulties eliminating a type of fat, cholesterol, that's very common in North American diets. Liver dysfunction plays a significant role in weight gain, especially around the belly and the abdomen, i.e., a pot belly. An unhealthy liver can also create a roll of fat below the upper abdomen and can lead to cellulite, which tends to appear in the butt, thighs, and belly. A person will likely encounter difficulty removing this abdominal fat until his or her liver function improves. Basically, what I'm saying is this. When junk clogs your liver, you'll have trouble losing weight no matter how much you diet and exercise. Ever wonder why, when you lose weight, you gain it right back? Well, clean up your liver and turn it back into the metabolism-boosting organ it's supposed to be, burning fat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even while you sleep. The key is to get your body as healthy as possible before you begin a proper weight loss program. I believe that starting a weight loss program without cleansing and purifying your body will set you up for failure before you even begin. According to Gallup polls, 6 in 10 Americans want to lose weight. No problem, right? Wrong. Many of these people have unhealthy habits and are not getting the exercise they need to lose the amount of weight they want to take and keep off. They're stressed, so they grab unhealthy food because they don't have time to eat or cook properly. You may or may not be part of this population. In any event, how do you stick to your plan and keep the weight off? That's where my book comes in. I'll show you not only how to lose weight, but how to keep it off. You will fit back into your skinny clothes. You will be proud to shop again. You can pull your skinny clothes out of storage. You'll drop that extra weight and learn to love yourself again. You'll feel sexy again and other people will notice you. Weight loss is a great way to look awesome and feel awesome. Want that job promotion? Want to meet someone new or have your mate fall in love with you all over again? Improving your diet, getting good stuff in and bad stuff out, will help you feel better, reduce stress, and reduce depression. All the toxins in your body are hurting you and you don't even know it. These toxins, as well as your extra weight, put unnecessary stress on your organs. Now is the time to do something about it. Don't opt for costly plastic surgery or undergo dangerous bariatric surgery, gastric bypass surgery, or banding. Don't buy expensive weight loss products from store shelves. The truth is that many of them do not work. Think you should wait to lose the weight. Think again. The older we get, the harder it is to lose weight. The longer you are overweight, the more you put your health at risk. The more stressed out you are, the worse your weight problem becomes. Let's face it. Fat makes you sick. Stress makes you sick. Bad food makes you sick. A sedentary lifestyle makes you sick. All of these things can shave years off your life. Consider your family members and friends. The older they get, the more their joints and backs ache. Their extra weight causes arthritis, spine degeneration, thyroid problems, heart disease, and a myriad of other chronic illnesses. They have exposed themselves to a lifetime of free radicals and toxins. However, right here in this book you'll find the secrets to feeling great. Simply implement the practices that we discuss and you'll start feeling better. Other people will notice and ask what you've been doing. You can share this book with them. Do you think that fasting will help you lose weight? Think again. Fasting puts your body into starvation mode, which actually halts your weight loss efforts. A fine line exists between eating healthy portions, undereating, and eating unhealthy stuff that causes stomach bloat and weight gain. Anorexics who stop eating can actually cause their hearts to stop. Your body needs healthy fuel, so avoiding food is not the answer. One of the most important concepts to remember is that weight loss is a lifestyle, not a temporary fix. Over time, you must learn to eat better. You didn't learn your unhealthy eating habits overnight, and you won't unlearn them in a day. You'll need education, perseverance, and support. I'm here to provide those things and to help you on your journey. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself time to unlearn your healthy habits and to relearn a new way of life that will make you feel better. In this book, I'll teach you how to lose weight, how to make lifestyle changes, and how to keep your weight off. Chapter 1. The Real Reasons Processed Foods Can Kill You. Let's be real with ourselves. Junk in means junk out. Have you ever eaten McDonald's or another type of fast food every day for a week or two? If you're anything like me, you've found that your hair became greasy. Your skin got pimply and discolored. You started to feel bloated and sluggish. You just didn't feel good. Your body was letting you know that your food had bad things in it. Don't believe me? Try eating fast food for a week, then assess your skin, eyes, hair, and stomach bloat. Want to know why you don't feel good? You feel ill because you are eating an unbalanced and unhealthy diet. McDonald's and other fast food falls under a category called processed foods. If you continue to eat processed foods, you continue to feel ill, crave junk food, and have trouble maintaining an exercise routine. You'll also probably end up with some type of chronic condition like thyroid disease, diabetes, heart disease, or cancer. These diseases require maintenance, trips to the doctor, and needle pokes. They also damage your organs and, if not treated properly, can cause death. The first problem with processed foods is that they contain high amounts of salt and sugar. Too much salt can cause thyroid problems, heart disease, strokes, and kidney disease. You may be wondering, how can salt do all that? Well, salt causes your kidneys to retain water, which leads to high blood pressure. Water retention and high blood pressure strain your body's organs and are unhealthy for you. Take a Big Mac. It is almost half your daily recommended salt intake. Add that to some French fries and another side, and you've probably reached your salt requirement for the day in one meal. Any additional salt you take in is excessive and damages your body. An overload of sodium and, subsequently, iodine, causes thyroid dysfunction in adults. According to www.thyroid.org, an estimated 20 million Americans have some form of thyroid disease, 60% of whom are unaware of their condition. Since your thyroid regulates most of your body's systems, it can cause problems with your sleeping pattern, appetite, digestion, mood, temperature, and a myriad of other body functions. Are you a salt fiend? Do you put salt on most of your food? Many Americans do. But too much salt is bad for you, whether you sprinkle it on yourself or a manufacturer adds it to your food before you buy it. Want an alternative? Great salt substitutes, such as Mrs. Dash, are available. Instead of overloading you with iodized salt, they contain healthy spices that are good for you and that taste great. Choosing non-iodized salt is another alternative, as the iodine in salt is what works with your thyroid. The other problem with processed food is its high sugar content. Sugar is extremely bad for us. Too much of it can cause diabetes, weight gain, dental cavities, and gingivitis. Cavities become even worse when sugar combines with the citric acid in soda. Some teens who consume soda daily have gone, in as little as 6 months, from having no cavities at all to needing root canals in half their teeth. Yuck. Still not convinced that sugar is bad for you? Another problem with sugar is that it feeds bad bacteria and yeast within your body. Too much sugar can cause your body to grow an excessive amount of candida, or yeast. Are you plagued with chronic sinus infections that won't go away, even when you take antibiotics or make 100 trips to your physician? These infections might stem from viruses, bacteria, or fungi. Are you blaming your issues on allergens? Many other people do, too. Eat whole foods and learn to regulate your sugar intake, and you, my friend, might have fewer sinus problems. Ladies, do you have problems with your pH balance or with chronic yeast in your body's intimate areas? Sugar and processed junk food feeds those nasty little critters. You are spending a boatload of money on drugstore cures for yeast infections that are being fed by sugar. Many pH and yeast problems will go away naturally if you switch to a healthy diet or increase your intake of yogurt and cultured foods or probiotics. But wait, doesn't fruit contain sugar? The short answer is yes, but the sugar in fruit is a natural sugar. Fruit is good for you. Processed foods and the sugar they contain are not. Artificial sweeteners, like the ones in diet soda, are also unhealthy, as sugar substitutes are no different than sugar. Unhealthy sugars in processed foods don't even satisfy your body. Wondering why you ate that Snickers bar and still craved more food afterward? It's because those sugars didn't tell your brain that you were satisfied. Your body still thought it was hungry even after taking in 250 calories. In addition, any excess sugar that your body cannot burn turns into fat. Yes. Fat. Isn't that what you don't want? Plus, sugar overload is literally toxic to your body. The simple and undeniable fact is that you must cut down your sugar intake. Do you want to make your food taste better? Reach for something other than sugar, like honey, and sweeten your foods naturally. Stay away from foods containing high fructose corn syrup. Many people don't realize that alcohol contains unhealthy sugars. Consequently, when changing your lifestyle, consider and alter your alcohol intake. Do you know anyone older than you who has diabetes? Was that person big into alcohol? The fact that diabetes and alcoholism often coexist in the same person is not a coincidence. Among heavy drinkers, a causal relationship exists between alcohol intake and diabetes. That's not to say that you can't enjoy a drink now and again, but everything in moderation. If you start looking at the sugar and salt content in your foods, you'll find a few surprises. Many sweet foods contain salt, and many salty foods contain sugar. Many manufacturers add both salt and sugar to their products because salt makes something sweet taste even sweeter, while sugar makes something salty taste even saltier. It's a trick that manufacturers play on your taste buds. And it contributes to overconsumption. Pretty sneaky, right? Do you think that excess sugars and salts are the only bad things inside processed foods? Think again. Processed foods almost always contain other junk your body doesn't need, like preservatives, artificial colors and flavors, and ingredients that give the food a texture that appeals to your taste buds. Many of these additives can cause food intolerances and allergic reactions, or are simply, in large quantities, toxic to your body. When you change the way you buy groceries and cook, be sure to read labels. If you can't pronounce most of the ingredients that a label lists, chances are that the product will add junk to your system, junk that is better left on the store shelf. If you want to take personal guide from me for lose weight, then check my description now. Chapter 2 coming in next video, and subscribe my channel for more video.